Okay, number 9. This is a question that I had the tutors help me with and that I learned a lot about myself. So there's going to be a lot of equation or graphing theory that you have to know in order to understand this question, which I want you guys to know because it's going to help you with other questions that you're going to have on the SAT. So this one is number 9. It says the graph of a line in the XY plane has a slope 2. So there's one with the slope 2, and it contains the points 1, 8. Okay, and then it says the graph of a second line. So this is the first line. The graph of the second line passes through the points 1 and 2 and 2 and 1. If the two lines intersect at the point AB. So these two lines are going to intersect somewhere. Okay? And they're saying it's going to intersect at point AB. What is the value of A plus B? So in the end, we need to find A plus B. Okay? Now the thing is they give you a slope here and they give you the lines. And that's going to just be for, let's say that this is line 1 and this is line 2. Okay? And then this one here, they don't give you a slope. But we can find the slope. We've done this in the previous question, right? It's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So let's say that this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So what is our y2? It's 1 minus 2 over x2, which is 2, minus that. So this is going to be 1 right here, and this is going to be negative 1. So the slope for this line is going to be negative 1. Okay, so now for each one we have the slope, and then we have just a point on the line. Okay, so this is a point on the line, and this one they give us 2 points on the line. Okay, so let's just say like one of the points could be here, they give us 2 points on this line, and on this one they give us this one. But we don't care about those. Those are just tips of how we can find this, which is where they actually intersect, and that's what we want to find. In order to find that, we have to plug these numbers into the slope intercept, because the slope intercept is right here where they're going to intercept, and that's going to be y equals mx plus b, and on this side y equals mx plus b. Okay, so let's just review what these all are. The x and the y are the points, the 1 and the 8. You guys can get your phones, thank you very much. This is going to be any of these x's and any of these y's. And then the slope is right here. The b right here is representing the y-intercept. So in a graph, where it's going to intercept through here or through here, wherever. And so what you're going to do now is plug these numbers in. So on this one, our slope is a 2, our y is a 1, and our, x is a 1 and our y is an 8. So what will our y-intercept be? That's going to be 2 here plus b equals 8. So minus 2 minus 2, b is going to equal 6. Okay, and on this side, we're going to do the same thing. You could take either this one or that one, but I'll use this one. Either will work, okay? Our slope is a negative 1. We figured that out. Our x, I'm going to choose this one to use, though you could use the other one as well, is 1, and this y is 2. And so what you're going to end up getting is this, okay? And then you're going to go plus 1, and our b is going to end up equaling 3. Okay, so now we have our y-intercepts, and now we have our slopes for both. So you want to plug it into this now to find, because we want to find that xy, the xy, okay? So I'm going to go y equals mx plus b, plug it right back into these equations. Our b here is 3, our b here is 6. Our slope here is negative 1, and our slope here, our slope here is negative 1, and our slope here is 2. So what we're going to do after this, Jocelyn, I got stuck again, and I'm making the video, but I'm not going to pause it. Can you come here real quick? Okay, so I found, everyone, this is just proof that we have to all practice. This is only my second time or third time doing this, so but I don't want to remake the video. I got the b's, and I got the b's, and then I have to plug it right back into these, right?
Yes.
And do I put the slope in there?
Yeah.
And
Bring down your y, just as y equals.
okay, y equals.
And then you know that the slope is 2, you're going to leave x by itself, so 2x.
Oh, got it. Okay, thank you. So I just plug that right back in. So now that this is a y here, thank you, Jocelyn, and those are y's, we know that these are equal to each other because a y equals a y. That means a 2x plus 6 will have to equal the negative 1x plus 3. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to equal them to each other. 2x plus 6 equals negative 1x plus 3. And if you do that, you go plus 1x, go negative 3, negative 3. And that's going to be negative 3 on this side. So yeah, negative 3 on this side, and then 3x on this side. So divide out the 3, and we'll know that x is going to be negative 1. Okay, that's one of the coordinates now of that point of our a. Okay, because a is like the x, b is like the y. If you want to find out what the y is, just take this number and plug it into either that one or that one. It doesn't matter. And when you do that, you're going to end up getting y equals negative 1 times negative 1 plus 3, which is going to equal, this is negative 1 times 1 is 1 plus 3 is 4. So now we have negative 1 plus negative 1 and 4. Those are our coordinates. Negative 1 and 4. Okay, but that's not what they want. They want us to find what is a plus b. So you're going to have to go negative 1 plus 4 equals 3. And 3 should be your answer.